What's up, everyone? Welcome to another edition of Tarun's Thoughts. My name's Tarun Shetty. These are my thoughts. Hope you guys are doing well. I just kind of banged out that intro. Happy Sunday. Sunday in La La Land. Got my coffee espresso. We're good to go, baby. I chipped my teeth, by the way. I don't know if you guys can tell or not, but I was doing jiu-jitsu like years ago, and I chipped my tooth. And now I have this fake front tooth, and it fell out. So now I've got to get a dentist appointment before I leave. What a bitch this is. But you know what? I'm accepting everything life is throwing my way, so it's all good, baby. It's all good. I hope you guys are having a great Sunday. Last night I went to... I performed at this youth hostel, which I mentioned in Santa Monica. And I've done it many times before. It's an international youth hostel, which means any transients passing through, usually between 20, 25, right, all over the world. But whenever I go there, there's usually some Americans in the crowd. Last night, there was one American and like 30 people from like Germany, Belgium, Switzerland. I don't think, a few of them didn't even speak any English. Let me tell you, I bombed so bad. I was like the host of it, right? And I did fine as the host, but then they slowly started hating me because every other comic I brought up also bombed. And I was like, I kept having to face this audience, and I was like, Jesus Christ, there's a point in comedy where you don't even care anymore whether the audience hates you or not. It was so messed up. When the final comic got off stage, they were like so happy to leave. First of all, they could have walked out at any moment, but they stayed for the entire show, this crowd. So maybe they enjoyed it. And when the final comic left, I was like, hey, I'm going to do another 10 minutes. And I did. I did another 10 minutes of like new jokes because I wanted to try it out. It was just an atrocious... I've never had so much antagonism toward an audience. Welcome to LA. And I've got another shit show on Tuesday at this place called a Dime Bar. I have bombed there too because it's this horrible bar shows. I think this is why I have all these feelings towards LA, because I just keep subjugating myself to these awful shows. Like, what do I expect? What do I expect when I put myself in these awful situations of stand-up comedy? And I think that's the lesson here today, guys, is you can say no to things. You can say, no, I don't want to do your show. And sometimes it might be better to not do stand-up comedy if you're performing in a prison in Guatemala somewhere. Because I've got mental problems and I need attention, I keep saying yes to these shows. And here we are, Sunday. And I guess it's a good test of my resilience. All these shows, they kind of stack up, and it kind of makes you, I don't want to say dead inside, but it makes you just like a thick skin, where any show you're like, well, I've bombed in much worse. And you can really stand on stage anywhere because you've just been taken so low, like a diver in the sea. You've gone to the depths of the ocean. So when you're performing for like a good show and you've got those nerves, you're like, well, what's the worst that can happen here? You know, I've already eaten my dick hundreds of times. This is not going to be any different. And that's really the beginning of freedom. It really is. And I think there's a message here that when you just, I don't want to say not care, but this apathy toward life, where you're like, well, I've given it my best, and you can't beat me up any further. Of course, there's always a further. Let's not forget that. There's always a further, where you think you've gotten punched enough in the face, and then the universe, punches you a few more times and then runs a truck over you and then throws your body over a cliff. And then you're like, oh yeah, now I know. You know what? Don't take it personally. Nothing is worth agonizing over. I did, after the show though, I told the other comic on the show, and he was like, man, this is a horrible show. And I said, there's always something good that comes out of these shows. And actually at the end of the show, there was this guy named Richard Savarte who's really hilarious, like this funny guy, and he stopped by, and I started talking to him, and we might get coffee on this week. And I've been meaning to link up with this comedian for years, and he's a hilarious dude, so So, there's always a positive in something. Today I'm going to go to my friend's house to go watch the US Open. I don't know how many tennis fans there are who watch this YouTube channel, but that's my Sunday. And then come home and cry. That's it. Hope you guys have a great weekend. Thanks for watching. Take care.